Treasure hunters and coin collectors, today we dive into one of the most legendary coins ever discovered in American pocket change. The famous 1916 dime, a tiny silver piece that has shocked collectors, thrilled historians, and turned ordinary people into lucky finders of hidden fortune. Imagine reaching into an old jar of coins and pulling out a single dime that could be worth thousands of dollars. This is not fantasy. This is the thrilling reality behind the rare 1916 Mercury Dime, a coin surrounded by mystery, excitement, and serious collector demand. So stay with me, because by the end of this deep dive, you will know exactly why this small silver coin has become one of the most wanted treasures in the world of numismatics, and how you might recognize one if it ever appears in your hands. Now, let us travel back in time to the early 20th century. When America was changing fast, cities were growing, industry was booming, and the United States Mint was producing new coin designs to represent a bold, modern nation. In that exciting era, a new dime design was introduced, featuring a young Liberty wearing a winged cap, a design so beautiful that people still call it the Mercury Dime, even though it is actually Liberty and not the Roman god. This artistic masterpiece was created by sculptor Adolph Weinman, whose goal was to symbolize freedom of thought and strength of spirit. And when the coin first appeared in 1916, it instantly stood out from older designs. Collectors admired it, citizens loved it, and it quickly became one of the most recognizable coins in American history. But here's where the story becomes thrilling, because not all 1916 dimes are equal. In fact, one specific version is among the rarest and most valuable dimes ever produced, the legendary 1916 D, minted in Denver, with a tiny D mint mark on the back. This small letter is the key to a fortune, because the Denver Mint produced only a tiny number of these coins compared to other mints, making it a true rarity. That collectors' dream about finding the total mintage was incredibly low compared to later years, which means very few survived over time. Many were lost, spent, melted, or worn down through decades of circulation. And that is why when a genuine 1916 D dime appears today, collectors get excited. Auctions heat up, and prices can skyrocket depending on condition. Some examples have sold for astonishing amounts, proving that even a humble dime can hold life-changing value. Now, you might be wondering what makes this coin so special, besides its rarity, and the answer lies in a combination of history, artistry, and scarcity. The design itself is considered one of the most beautiful ever placed on American coinage. The winged Liberty symbolizes freedom of thought, while the reverse shows a fasces and olive branch, representing strength and peace. Together, this imagery captures the spirit of a nation striving toward greatness during a transformative era. And collectors are not just buying silver, they are buying a piece of history, a symbol of American identity, and a story frozen in metal. Another reason the 1916 D dime is so sought after is the thrill of the hunt. Unlike modern collectibles that are mass-produced and instantly preserved, this coin once circulated through everyday life. It may have passed through the hands of shopkeepers, workers, soldiers, and families long before collectors realized its rarity, which means there is always the tantalizing possibility that one could still be hiding in an old collection. A forgotten drawer or a jar of inherited coin stories have surfaced over the years of lucky individuals discovering rare coins in unexpected places, sparking excitement across the collecting world and fueling the dream that treasure might still be out there waiting to be found. If you ever search your coins, you should know exactly what to look for. First, check the date on the front. It must read 1916. Then turn the coin over and look near the bottom left of the reverse for a tiny D mint mark. If that small letter is present, you could be holding one of the rarest dimes in existence. Condition also matters greatly. Coins with sharp details, clear lines, and minimal work can be worth dramatically more than worn examples. Collectors use grading scales to evaluate condition, ranging from heavily worn pieces to pristine specimens with full detail and original luster. The higher the grade, the more collectors are willing to pay, which is why even small differences in preservation can mean huge differences in value. Some top quality examples have sold for astonishing sums at auction, drawing worldwide attention and reminding everyone that hidden treasure sometimes comes in the smallest packages. Of course, with such a famous coin, there are also fakes and altered pieces out there. Some people try to add a fake mint mark to a common coin, hoping to trick buyers, which is why authentication by professional grading services is so important, serious collectors always verify rare coins through trusted experts who can confirm authenticity and assign an official grade, ensuring that buyers know exactly what they are getting and protecting them from costly mistakes. This layer of verification adds another level of intrigue to the hobby, turning coin collecting into a mix of history, detective work, and treasure hunting. Excitement beyond its monetary value, the 1916 D Dime represents a fascinating moment in American culture. It reminds us of a time when coins were designed as miniature works of art, meant to inspire pride and reflect national ideals. Today, many people rush past coins without a second glance, but collectors understand that every old coin carries a story, and sometimes that story is worth far more than the metal itself. The popularity of rare coins has surged in recent years thanks to online communities, auction broadcasts, and viral discovery stories. More people than ever are checking their change, searching estate sales, and exploring old collections, hoping to uncover a hidden gem. And among all the coins they dream of finding, the 1916 D Mercury Dime remains one of the ultimate prizes. Its legend continues to grow with each passing year, drawing new collectors into the hobby and keeping seasoned experts on the lookout, because the possibility of discovery keeps the excitement alive. Imagine the feeling of spotting that tiny D mint mark, realizing you may have just found a coin that collectors around the world desire. That moment of recognition, that spark of excitement, that is what makes coin collecting such an addictive and rewarding pursuit. It is not just about money, it is about history, adventure, curiosity, and the thrill of uncovering something extraordinary where others saw only ordinary change. So as you continue your own treasure hunting journey, remember to check every coin carefully, because even the smallest piece could hold a remarkable secret. The next time you see a silver-colored dime, take a closer look, examine the date, search for that mint mark, and let your imagination travel back to 1916 when this coin first entered circulation. Who knows, you might be holding a forgotten treasure that has waited more than a century to be discovered. And if you enjoyed this deep exploration into one of the most wanted coins in America, make sure to stay tuned for more legendary coin stories, because the world of rare money is full of surprises, and the next great discovery could be just one coin away.